Poland. Is she waiting for such love? Dearest, if you tear this Poland apart, what will remain? Ash or diamond? Only Poland is important now. My homeland. I realize that there are accounts of wrongs in the homeland. A foreign hand will not erase them. But we must go forward with the living, reach for new life. The Republic of Poland is a secular state, neutral in matters of religion and beliefs. The state of state and state organizational units do not subsidize or subsidize churches and other religious associations. Exemptions to this principle are regulated by acts or regulation issued on the basis. Among the 15 churches and religious associations whose relations with the state are regulated by law, the most well known are the Catholic Church, the Greek Catholic Church, the Orthodox Church, the Evangelical Augsburg Church, the Jewish Religious Community, the Muslim Association, the Pentecostal Church. More than 7% of the population does not belong to any religion. And I often bathe in the quiet affairs of this era where I try to grow into everyday tasks. I personally became interested in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. As you know, being suspicious of everyone is tiring. You have to trust someone because you need someone to relax with. I wouldn't want to cover up everyone's son. Poland, my homeland, is she waiting for such love? A country with a 1,000-year history and known throughout the world for its culture of tolerance. We have to want democracy and we have to be able to take risks. For my part, I will make every effort so that this peace may prevail. The Holy See is always ready to help bring enemies together, face to face, to talk to one another so that people everywhere, peoples might once more find hope and recover the dignity they deserve, the dignity of peace. Leo XIV said, "It doesn't matter that in the end the only thing that matters is being true to your own path. In our era, it is important that Europe now has to play a leading role because as the Christians, unfortunately we cannot be relied on for everything as at the moment. We must consistently support the Ukrainians until the very end, and we cannot succumb to various Russian propaganda temptations. We have to act in a world where Christians themselves have no idea what the interests of their own country are. President Donald Trump understands Americans, his people, to some extent, but he completely lacks the concept of state sovereignty. For every Pole, the concept of a state is important, at least sensible. We are now dealing with people for whom dominant in human civilization American statehood has no significance. They act in such a way that it is beneficial for themselves, for their families, for their friends, for some companies. However, there is no action by Trump that indicates that he thinks in terms of raison d'etat. Without this, he does not understand why Ukrainians are fighting. He does not understand why it is better for Ukrainians to have a Ukrainian state than a Russian one. President Putin's power is that he can always change the theater of influence. from Ukraine to Syria, from Syria back to Ukraine. But he won't change the fate until he has to he has to be forced to do so. If there are 1, 2, 3 more degrees of pressure from the Europeans, I expect Russia will not be able to fight this war. So let us try to look at the war between Ukraine and Russia not as the unknown and forgotten years of our neighbor, but as a struggle for the sovereignty of the homeland of tomorrow's human globe. Some days you are a warrior, some day you are a mess. First day. Most days you are a little bit of both, but every single day you are still here, standing, fighting, healing, growing, and trying. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Healing isn't about having it all together. It's about showing up for yourself, even in the messy days. I used to think healing meant reaching a place where I'd always feel strong, grounded, and at peace. But then I realized healing isn't linear. Some days are a breeze, and others can feel like a mountain to climb. Struggling doesn't mean you are failing, it just means you are human. Growth doesn't happen in messy, beautiful waves. So, if today feels tough, remember this. You are still here, you are still trying, and that's more than enough. Beloved, my countryside, Poland, is she waiting for such love? My homeland, are you that hot, starry night that brings memories? The scent of love and our bodies in kisses and dreams? Now I wander idly in thoughts, so distant, but so full of you, because our hearts are best seen when the smiling moon wanders the sky. I search, but I don't find you on my planet of small life, but you will be an always present, unforgettable handful of immense happiness. Now I can only write about how I could immerse myself in distant memories. I met you when I wasn't looking for any love in my life, and I lost you when I loved you the most. Don't regret the lost days. After all, you had the whole world in your hands. Now open wide the door to the love you've been waiting for years. Take it like a precious gift. Treat it like destiny. You've walked so many paths. Hug it in your arms. Let it come to you. Show how much you care about it, what your heart feels. Don't make it wait too long, because every day is more happiness. I dedicate this written verdict to you as a symbol of our love and longing like the ocean. Thank you very much.